We'll just repeat the information from last time.
Basically, yeah, I'm just going to repeat some information from last time for the recap. After successfully destroying.
Sorry about last session, by the way. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, it happens.
It was incompetence only.
After.
Why?
Yeah.
Why is the shit changed again?
It's not changed. What do you mean?
I don't have the default. I have a weird one.
Huh?
Mhm.
I have this one.
Yeah, for some reason the Beyond is not loading this time.
This one.
Yeah, you have the new default one, the red one. The Beyond for some reason is not loading again. I will have to look into it. Probably the update. Yeah.
Have the new shit.
I mean, it worked yesterday. Why would it not work today? We said and left.
Yeah, I was about to say that's been such a consistent thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my sheet looks super cool now. What the hell?
That's the new default one for Foundry.
Yeah, it looks cool. I don't say it doesn't look cool. It doesn't look practical though.
Hey Volmer, you have your actions tab back. Are you happy?
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh, there's an action tab. Indeed.
Where?
Ugh.
There
I
is.
My
will
sheet trimmed again.
continue to ignore its existence.
The details one. Oh, actually, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I have never noticed it before. Nice. Okay, yeah. After you destroyed the Red Fort Keep, you broke the seal. Kisadora came. She gave you some money as a job well done. You buried Victor. May he rest in hell.
Whoa.
That's a good thing for you
Oh, okay.
right now.
Guys, whenever I try and change my sheet layout, it just goes back to default sheet.
Oh, it also happens for you, not just for me.
Bro, this is unplayable. What?
Yeah, let's see.
Why do I have two channel divinities?
Let's see, reinitialize. You always have two channel divinities.
Administrator
Good.
password required. What?
Don't you
Two
have it?
charges of
Volmer just
channel.
rage quit.
I rage quit.
I
You
didn't
need a
have two
password, so
charges.
I'm going to give you a password.
I don't think he's giving you the admin password.
it says administrator password.
As a cleric, Azazel, at a certain level, you can use it twice per short rest. You have reached that level.
I didn't know that. Now I know.
Welcome to the teenager club. Try to refresh.
No, I don't wanna.
Nah.
I
Let's.
like this. Please enter administrator code.
Yeah, just refresh. I have entered it.
No, we want to see that screen.
Okay.
Black screen.
Yeah, for me as well.
Yeah, it will
Yep.
load. I did a hard reset on the server to see if this will fix it. Otherwise, I have to again submit a bug report.
Does anything
Yeah,
happen when you submit a bug report?
Bagasol. Okay, there we are.
Or do they just send another hornet into your apartment?
Oh my fucking god.
No. Don't do that.
Nah, still the same shit. It keeps defaulting. Good shit. Another bug report it is. Actually, they fix things, but right now they have the next version of Foundry on development mode.
You can edit as well on this one. I don't know what should I edit, but
What do you mean you can edit?
whatever. There's an edit button.
Yeah? That's how you move things around?
I understand what you meant. I was the monkey who commented on what the sheet looks like.
Hmm?
The default one looks interesting.
It looks cool, but I don't know if it's practical. We will
Oh, it's black again.
I removed the Beyond sheet. Let's see if this broke it again.
I don't think it's practical myself, but I also don't think anything's practical, so I'm just gonna use the
I'll
most
be right
fucking
back.
ancient one.
Dama, do you have a new ad set, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it. It sounds worse.
Worse?
Get fucked.
Fuck.
It's like car monkey or something.
Yeah, you sound less sexy now.
Oh shit.
No, it's the same. Just
I know which microphone is gonna start using to work now.
It didn't change anything. But
Yeah, it won't
just
change
go
anything.
with it, I guess.
Yeah.
yeah, let's go. We will tell you what we want to cast at this point.
No, you will cast on your own. What the fuck you mean? You will just go either on the spell casting or on the actions tab.
Nah, too much.
Wait. I was allowed to use the other character sheets. Why am I not allowed to swap back?
That's exactly
out.
that's exactly the issue we are facing.
Let me out!
No, they force the default one.
Let me use my legacy. Fuck off!
Fucking bastards. Fucking.
Wait, now I lost the actions tab. Oh boy.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. There was an action tab.
Ah!
Indeed.
Okay, so the action tab worked, but we were just locked out, so this was not the issue. I can bring
I
the
can
action tab
access it.
back.
Okay,
Yes.
please.
Why the fuck does this character sheet mention me to me that I'm a humanoid? What, in case I've forgotten?
Yeah?
And suddenly start speaking monkey or something. I don't know, or barking.
That's
What am I?
Morbius from Hell.
Morbius would indeed go to hell.
He may be still playing with guards or something.
Morbius
The,
is dead.
the remaining one.
We're going to see that the bugbears have a new pet.
Morbius is the new is the second in command right now.
Yeah, and all we can really say is woof.
Okay, I can see your action bar your action tab again.
Yeah, it works.
I don't know which of them are prepared, by the way, or my action list is just the prepared.
What do you mean,
don't
bruh?
Me out. Let me out!
Your action list is everything else prepared. Your spell list, no.
What's the action tab?
Oh, my action tab doesn't have. Oh, it has. Never
Uh,
mind.
d-
Okay.
Monkey, these others have been relying on a tab that just says all their actions, bonus actions, and reactions.
Not all of them, just the ones that you cherry pick.
Hmm.
I don't have. It seems a small list, honestly, but
Yeah?
it's
How
fine.
many actions do you
Fine.
think you have?
I mean, it's not even showing all of mine, but sure, I'm not using it anyways.
Oh, you can just press add to action list.
Yeah, you can either you can tab it from the fist icon on the right. That's how you cherry
I
pick what
just-
you do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just can't tell which one is prepared and which one is not. Probably. Oh, this one. Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
fine,
fucking
I-
annihilate you.
It says my spiritual weapon is not prepared.
Then prepare it.
Let me just check one thing.
You did it for me.
I don't do shit
Yeah.
for you.
It wasn't like a second ago.
I went to prepared and I see it prepared. So,
Where's that fight? Let's go. Let's go.
Kisadora
I-
came with a ship with a very compelled crew that they are out of their own self-volition, as is usual with Kisadora's men. She enjoyed seeing the castle burn, but then she told you the new lords of mayhem just get in. We have work to do. For about 2 weeks, you were traveling by boat from the western end of Lumen to the directly opposite end. She told you that her mission was to escort you to Bryhold and introduce you to a friend of the master. Jonathan, the cardinal, came on the last night. He was on the cabin of the ship, where Kisadora usually slept. But as you figured out one night, she didn't actually do much sleeping. While your ship was docked far away from settlements, she was on a rampa on a campaign dressed as a judge, terrorizing the villages and the settlements. just to remind them that the judges are not their friends. So the cardinal came, he appeared in front of you, he asked you what you think of Cinco, and you all said that you agreed to induct him in the circle. So Cinco is now right now officially a member of the ninth circle, with his headband and everything.
Nice, nice.
It belonged to another member before, but
Congratulations on the promotion.
Some slight grave plundering, but let's be real, that's not a big deal.
So real onboarding experience coming in.
I mean, also Cinco is a cleric, so he is more familiar about religion than the rest of you. But now his eyes are truly opening on the ways of of Malek. At some point, maybe we should start calling him Asmodeus. I mean, that's exactly who he is.
No.
Okay. So he told you your next task, that his most successful and recent circle is going to perform, and that's you guys.
Are we his most successful?
He used the word "end" there, so both of those statements are true at this point. You were the most
He's done
recently
one
successful.
thing. Oh, recently successful. Big difference.
You are also the most recent, so take it as is. He also mentioned that his other circle, the one that you met in the mansion, the seventh one, was also assisting you while you were on duty to destroy the Redford Keep. Lysandra and the rest were murdering the commanders of the nearby fortress. That's why even if ravens came, there would not be any reinforcements coming in time. He also confirmed that, let's see, the castle of Krach is destroyed. The castle of Falmere is already destroyed. Eastwatch is going to follow soon. And the nearby settlements of Duskview and Timberhost have been annihilated. I should find an icon to decipher that. Anyway, right now you are on Bryhold, the easternmost settlement of Lumen, the westernmost settlement of Lumen, on a mission for the Cardinal. He learned about Dave the First victory on Bryhold. Somewhere on the Lusabit Wilds, there is a temple, the Staff of Anthraxus. For centuries, it was the sanctuary of a cult that called themselves the Sons of the Rot. They were a very noxious organization that venerated sickness and disease above all else. So when Dave the First destroyed them, he doesn't consider that a great loss. However, there was an artifact inside the temple. An artifact so foul that Dave the First, the victor, managed to create a seal to secure the temple and seal the artifact forever. Now he wants to change the last part. He doesn't want it to be gone forever. He wants it. So you will dock in Bryhold, meet with his old associate. He doesn't know how he's going to help you, or if he's going to help you. Platinum coins are the reward that Kisadora gave to each one of you. It's basically 1:10. So you have 500 gold in platinum coins.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He found out that within the temple is sealed a diamond prince. And since this he is sealed, he can never return to the plane of existence, since the seal remains to this day. But he wants you to free him. Not necessarily free him, just compel him to submit to your will, and basically give you his artifact, a plague so virulent that can destroy anything. Or at least that's what he assumes, since that's the only thing that could actually put terror in the heart of the victor, and he wants it. He found out that the name of that artifact is the Tears of Hetep, but he doesn't really know anything else. All the artifacts and knowledge is sealed, and he can't find any other mentions. You are not, however, the first one that they sent. First, they sent the fourth circle, under the guidance of an elven ranger. Named Jorgen Egev. A ranger who knew the Lusabit wilds better than most, so no normal hazard could defeat him. However, he lost communications with him. But he knows at least that they found the Staff of Anthraxus. It is concealed within a great spire stone less than a day's ride from Braihold. He doesn't care about that. He is undeterred by the setback. When one circle failed, he said, two will succeed. So he is also setting the seventh circle, the Circle Maladomi, Lysandra Circle, to assist you. Your task is to find the staff, call forth Anthraxus, the Diamond Prince, and make him surrender the Tears of Hetep. The seventh circle will remain in Braihold to see that anyone who tries to find the staff or interfere with you will meet an untimely and unhappy end. So your first mission is to secure the aid of Baron Markov Solus, once the head of a thriving Malek cult in Braihold.
What was his last name, did you say?
Solus.
Okay, I suspected that.
He warns you not to completely trust him since he is treacherous and decadent. However, he is wealthy and extremely well connected, and Kisadora is going to introduce you before she departs.
Decadent indeed.
He told you never to trust him, but know this, that he is afraid of the Cardinal, and with good reason. If he does try anything, remind him that you are there on his behalf. That should keep him in line. I don't remember if you asked any questions.
Let's just assume we didn't.
If you
We ask
did,
him again.
if you ask them, you can ask them right now, yes?
Mm.
So, no questions?
I'm not
I
really
don't
sure what
believe-
we are allowed to tell him about. Like,
To ask to the Baron, you mean?
I'm not asking. I'm not saying that as character.
Ah, no, I mean, ask whatever you want. You know that Cardinal responds to everything. Ask him.
The cardinal.
I am assuming that we are going to repeat the questions that we asked them, so we can make it more clear what you have to do. So, if you have any other questions or any clarifications, we can assume you ask those things, and I will reply in character.
I will simply ask the cardinal then, before we leave the boat, probably, how much information we can share with this person.
Use your discretion, but don't trust him with much. However, his family is very old. He has lived a lot, and he has lived there. He once led the cult of Malek in Braihold before it was conquered. And he is part, something that you found out, of the previous royal lineage.
Mm-hmm.
And what reason has he given you not to fully trust him?
To have survived so far, you have to be either sly, cunning, or very treacherous. It's a good policy, my dear, not to trust everyone in the beginning. Trust has to be earned.
Should we be skeptical of any trait help he's willing to give us?
That's up to you. That's why you're having the dinner. The diner. The dinner. Size him up. I do not know what aid he can provide you. But if someone can provide you aid, he will be the most sympathetic to our cause.
All right.
All right.
So you departed the ship. Cardinal left from the cabin. The next day he wasn't there. And Kisadora disembarked with you. She told you that she has arranged a meeting with the Baronat later that day. So become presentable. Go clean yourself because you smell. 2 weeks on a boat. And find her on the Calivers Hill. The green hill that houses the richest neighborhood, which is basically a neighborhood of 6 villas. You moved around the city to get a feeling of the city. The dock is nearby the poor neighborhood. You didn't want to book an inn there, so you kept searching. On the average neighborhood, you would say, not too rich, not too poor, you found an inn in a decent place. You saw some guards around, not that many though, and that was easy to discern why, because you started listening to some rumors. You learned that Lord Wellsire, the lord of the city, had taken the army and has gone to join the war. Citizens are worried that monsters from Lusabit might attack, and they are defenseless. Because they also noticed that on the northern edge of Lusabit Wilds, there are strange hills called the Karst. They say somewhere on those hills lies a great treasure.
How did you? Sorry, can you say the name of the hills again?
The Karst.
Okay.
It is impossible, others said, that those bugbears brutes could have broken the watch wall without help. Someone must have betrayed us. You all sneered at that.
Who could have done
Discreetly.
such a thing?
And someone else, I don't remember if this was shared with you. I remember I said that. I assume it has been shared. The Lusabit Wilds is full of living trees. Everyone knows that. But someone noticed that some of them dwelt on a forest, not even a day's ride from this very tavern. And also, on the previous topic, before Lord Wellsire left, he had a priest of Lumina conjure up an angel to guard the town. If anyone could give us trouble, the angel would show them the true way. You cleaned yourselves up, some of you wore formal clothes, and we had a nice discussion about how expensive they actually are.
I have a suit.
Yeah. And you went towards Calivers Green, a very rich neighborhood on a cliff that distinctly overlooks the rest of the town. Kisadora was waiting for you outside the gate, wearing a brilliant white dress, looking more like a traveling noble than the woman you actually know. She escorted you through the gate by saying that the Baron Solus is expecting us. The guard was very nervous, but Volmer looked at the guest list to see. Expect a lady in white and her retinue. Be polite. She has powerful friends. Out of the 6 manors in the neighborhood, you were led to what was arguably the most impressive and opulent of them. The guards took most of your weapons, besides some for protection. Yeah, Zanden started removing his weapons. It was a very lengthy process.
The armory has been de-armed. I need to get more weapons, guys.
The guards
You
just
need to
eye
hide
themselves.
them better.
Where?
Move along.
I still have weapons on me.
Yeah, they let you some weapons, however they're the light weapons, the longsword and the rest, which is befitting a noble. You would never,
I also.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
you
no.
would never go in front of the Baron with a greatsword on your back or a frost glaive.
They probably stopped looking though after the first 6 weapons and kind of just went, yeah, surely doesn't have any more.
You were led to an opulent dining room, and then the Baron came in. He kissed Kisadora's hand, and she introduced. Those are the friends of the Cardinal. He came inside with another man, a very dapper gentleman. Did you introduce yourself, Jack? I don't remember where we left it.
I did.
Alright,
You did, because I remember him saying there was the wrong picture at first.
you are completely right.
Mhm.
This is the correct picture.
Yeah. Yeah, because you
Okay.
posted this in the chat, did you not?
I did, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, the Baron says, please, my friends, enjoy the food. Enjoy the drinks. It is rare
you
to
very
have visitors that share similar beliefs to the ones we once did.
Very true.
So tell me, what brings you to our lovely settlement far away from anywhere?
And then we sort of look to the others.
Wait,
Second,
weren't they out of character? Weren't they? I think we left it. They were chatting with Hisadora.
Yeah,
Wasn't
because no
that
one
right?
is replying.
yeah.
But Kisadora is not saying anything, she's just doing idle chatter. While she's giving all of you looks.
Who else is present at this dinner?
It's the Baron, Kisadora, Jack, and 6 to 8 guards around the room.
Well,
We are here on the Cardinal's orders.
Mm. Good man, good man. How is he doing these days? I hear he has lost some weight. And some hair.
He seems to be doing more than fine. The hair loss I won't speak of.
Hmm. I heard about Redford. That's a terrible thing he says and laughs. Give him my condolences.
Very
Yeah.
unfortunate situation.
Hmm. Indeed unfortunate, my friend. But where someone finds unfortune, others find, well, fortune.
Well said, sir.
well spoken.
Everyone immediately fucking burns that comment.
So, are you planning to stay here days? Months? Do you want to settle here like dear Jack here? It is a safe haven from the church and the rest of Lumen.
Well, we heard that they've deployed an angel to watch over this place, so how safe is it?
An angel? That's the first time I hear of that. I'm
There's
sure
some
it's
rumors
just
to
idle
what-
chatter between villagers. Those peasants make anything they want in their
I
minds.
wanna insight that.
Mm-hmm.
Same.
Oh, and he says also, don't worry about my protectors. They are completely loyal. He's
Hear the sound bleed out.
he is not lying. Lorek. He's being completely sincere with you. If something has happened, he truly doesn't know, but he disregards it as a comment by the peasants to make themselves feel better. He knows, you all know how superstitious Luminans are.
Retsuki
So-
wants to ask Jack, so she talks to him and asks, so how long have you been here?
Almost my whole life, I would say. Yeah, my whole life. You mean around this town, right?
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
grew up here?
Yeah.
And what's your profession? What are you?
I work as an apothecary.
Interesting. So you know this place really well.
Yeah, more or less.
Young Jack here was part of the Purges. I'm not sure how many of you know about the College of Asmodeus. Only maybe the dwarf seems old enough to remember that.
You enlighten us.
I will let young Jack retail the tale of his college.
One moment. Well,
Jack Bales.
Preparing his mustache.
well, this college, it was how do I say it? It was part of. Wait, where can I find my notes? One moment. Oh yeah, it was the College of Nessus. It was called. I
Of
don't know
Nessus,
if you-
correct.
I don't know if you guys ever heard of it. No,
Not
no one.
particularly.
No?
Does the
It
word
was
Nessus
one.
does the word Nessus say anything to you?
Yes.
It was once one of the greatest colleges in all of Lumen, and it was dedicated to Malek actually. The Church of Lumina ruined everything, burned everything to the ground. Basically, the only one left at this point.
So you studied there.
Yes. The college, though, was betrayed by one of its own members, the Magister Joel Arcanis.
Monkey,
Yeah,
what race is your character?
a human.
You look a bit young to have studied there.
What do you mean? Look at my full-grown mustache and beard.
How long ago was this?
So, how long ago was this?
How long ago was this?
I mean, he said only the dwarf seems old enough to remember. So I don't know.
Does Lorik know anything about it?
Only what he heard. This was exactly what he told you. It was one of the greatest colleges before the Purges, made by the grandfather of the current Dave. The
Like,
one,
if it was one of the greatest, surely I would have read about it at my college, no?
because
Did you go to a Luminian college?
Well, even if you went to Aluminium College, they would probably
They
bring
probably
up some
would not.
they would probably bring up some propaganda about how they squashed it down, no?
They'd probably just not pretend. They would probably just expect. I can't speak. They would probably just pretend it never existed.
that's the current stance of Lumina, yes,
Okay.
says the Baron. They pretend it never happened. If someone even mentions the College of Nessus, he gets the same treatment as someone mentioning our Lord Malek. Which is a shame. They did some very, very, very progressive work there.
I mean, we can probably witness the outcome firsthand with that fine gentleman right here.
Indeed, you can, my friend.
Oh,
How long? Or so, no, I'll ask them again. Actually, how long ago was it that this all happened?
It must have been. How long was it again? Jack, was it 30 years ago?
Mm. It's a bit of age.
I mean, time is irrelevant when you live so long as I have been. So
Understandable. 30 years like a day.
I mean, if
Understandable.
anyone should remember it would be you, right? You live the longest.
young Jack,
He said with his mouth full.
it's not polite to speak with your mouth full.
If it was just 30 years ago, like
Hmm?
Lurk would have been in college like way earlier than that, and
Yeah,
sh- surely would have read about it, right? Like
you have that.
there's
You know details about the college. Only what you've heard, however, since they mostly not implied. Uh, they mostly inducted people that were researching alchemy and the secret arts. You are more of a Socratian college, more of a diplomatic, where you were taught about how to speak properly and convince others of their own incompetence. You did not study in that college. This was a college including alchemists and magistrates. But you have heard of it. You know it was very well respected. Many of the world's grand magisters at that point, who unfortunately believed in Malek, have been purged.
Oh yeah, I could help you guys out if you want. That's why I'm here, right?
I just wanted to introduce you to them, my friend. You might be sympathetic to their cause. It's always good to have more Asmodeans around. But I'm not truly convinced how or why I should help you out.
Because the cardinal wants you to.
The Cardinal is a very scary man, but he does not command me.
well, I wouldn't say that he's trying to command you. I would simply say that he's extending you a bit of a hand, and I think it would be quite unwise to bite at it. Don't you think?
Does he, my dear Kisadora? Do I try to bite his hand? What does he offer me? Kisadora is just drinking and looking at Volmer. And now the Baron looks at you. What is the offer of the Cardinal? I have never heard of that before.
Uh, I think you are misinterpreting what I'm saying.
Hmm. Then please elaborate.
Well, I'm simply saying that this very well established and outstanding friendship you have, with the Cardinal, is well, it would probably be best to maintain it and help us in our cause, and it would also potentially help keep your area of this great country a bit safer.
Is it not safe right now?
Is there not
Well,
currently bugbears ravaging the countryside?
Ah, they are to the far west. They will never reach this place unless they know how to sail boats. And even if they did, that's a problem for that time. I wouldn't worry that much about the bugbears. Although they do present an opportunity to distract some Luminians, I still don't see how, if that fails, me working with you won't backfire to me.
I think I need you to explain how it could possibly backfire.
Of course, if I openly help you out or provide information, and you fail or get captured, you might give me up. Of course, it will be your word against mine, but people have eyes.
I am, I must say, my dear Baron, that I'm slightly offended that you think so little of our will.
I mean, I haven't tested
To,
you. I haven't tested
to,
your will.
to merely suggest that we will break so easily under interrogation is
It's the
not a
same
great way
as
to start a friendship.
we are not friends, my dear. Not
Well,
yet, at
if
least.
You said something about testing us. What about would you do to test us and our worth?
I mean, aren't we speaking right now?
I mean,
Who says
if
this
that's
isn't a test?
I mean, if you consider that as a test, then like being sent by the cardinal himself, it does say a lot of us, right?
That says that you are just backed by the cardinal. So did the elf, the other one. And then if he needs to send more of you, that says something. Maybe he should choose his servants better.
You tell
Well,
me
your
more about
man.
this elf you speak of.
What was his name? Joren. I think it was Joren. He also came here, escorted by our lovely guest. He was asking things.
What was he asking about?
I think we all know he was asking about the stuff of Anthraxus.
Landon just raises an eyebrow.
Did you not tell them, my dear, what they are here for? Are they that clueless? Kisadora just laughs.
That's
So
not
what?
what this is
No,
about.
we
Oh?
are aware.
Oh, you are aware then. Then it must have just slipped your mind. But I
So
still
what
haven't
happened
heard
to
any
Joren?
compelling arguments why I should actually help you.
Well, you must surely know that the Luminians are also interested in this stuff.
Are they?
Well, they are definitely trying to keep it well protected and out of non-Luminian hands. And
And
who's
how are
to
they
say
doing
that
that, my friend? I haven't heard of any regiment actively protecting it.
well, doesn't that speak a little bit to what you could gain from working with us? The potential for better information about
So you
what's
say
going on in your
I'm
own
not.
area.
So you say I'm not well informed. That's interesting.
I'm not saying you're not well informed. I'm saying that there's a potential gap in your information, which is, it's unfortunate, but it does happen.
Oh, that's a very interesting train of thought. I wish it was actually true and there was something I didn't know that happens here. But it was very good try. I would applaud you if I was actually impressed.
So what if you know of our quest, what if we do find the stuff? Wouldn't you like to be on the good side of the cardinal then?
The cult that lived there, I still remember them. They are better off dead. I know only that you look for the stuff. I don't know why you do. Not every part of the information about your presence here is known to me, much to my chagrin. So if there is even a chance that you want to bring back the ways of the Sons of the Rod, I would be very disinclined to help you. We live in relative peace right now. We have a good thing going here.
From
You
at
speak of
the
issues
How,
of trust,
how do you still
yet you're
manage to live
sending
in
us into the
peace?
middle of a forest where we either die to cultists, to weird trees walking about, or just starve, I guess. Exactly what do you have to lose?
The
There is no one that will capture us. You said it yourself. There's not a regiment protecting it.
Oh, my friend, there may be worse things there than an actual regiment.
And what would be a threat to you?
Just the fact that you are walking out of here today, that you entered here today, and if you are captured or your body is found, it could be linked by my enemies towards me.
Who will find us if we were to die?
And who are your enemies?
So many questions. We are not that close yet, my dear. As to who would find them,
No one goes in the forest.
actually a lot of people go, my friend. They believe there are treasures in the forest. Not many return though. But why should I risk it? Besides, my help, from what I understand, is not. He thinks a little bit. So you only want my help to find it? Is that it?
That's it?
When weren't we specifically told by the cardinal whenever he told us about the mission that the place where the staff is guarded by Luminians?
No. There is a silver seal placed by Dave the First, the paladin, that seals the temple entirely. He doesn't know what the seal is, the cardinal. Only he knows that he didn't leave anyone behind, and the king seems certain that this will protect it forever. And also, Jorgen died. He would not be felled by the forest, so something in the temple must have killed him.
And you helped him?
No, that was out of the character question from the cardinal.
Ah. Sorry.
But yes, I did help Jorgen. I told him where I think the stuff might be, from my memory. But I am afraid I do not know the exact place. I know only it's within 1 day's ride from here, somewhere to the south east. I'm not sure if he ever found it. By seeing all four of you here, I really can't tell at this point. It only says that it only says to me that he either failed or he needs to be silenced.
Don't you want to find out what happened to him?
No, I don't. I honestly couldn't care less.
Well, if you care enough for him to be silenced, then you surely have some shred of care.
No, I just mentioned that I know how our dear Cardinal operates. If he sends 4 men after him and his barbarians, he either failed and they all died, or our good Cardinal wants to silence him. Either way, I'm fine with that. No skin off my teeth.
But you said you helped him, right? So what if he's
I only
suddenly
provided
found?
the information I provide you now.
Let me ask you a question, Baron. Do you think Malik will get back a foothold in this world properly again?
I believe that Luminians did whatever they did. The Darren Legacy did whatever they did the last 200 years. If I live more than 200 years, that's pretty much a blink in my lifetime. I'm sure at some point Malek will return. But I know that I can find my untimely end at the end of Lord Commander's blade here, or even Lord Welsire's, if my involvement is found out. I do not fear old age, but I do fear the army of Lumen.
All I'm saying is, you believe that that Malik will come back. Do you believe the cardinal will be instrumental to it?
He is a powerful man indeed. He was, and he still is, from what I gather.
Correct.
Even before he was. If someone can bring him, it's the hatred of this man.
And then a final question then. Where would you like to stand in his standing when that happens?
Oh, I have done my part for Malek generations ago. How do you think? Who do you think inducted your good cardinal in our ways?
I was not aware of that. Yet you seem afraid of him now.
I do. Very
You did
perceptive
say
of
that
you.
he was a very scary man.
What do you know about him being scary? I'm certain he don't know a lot of things about him.
We know enough.
Fair enough. Hmm.
Besides, you don't think it already looks weird that a worshipper of Malik lives surrounded by Luminians as nobility? You said you
I
played your part already?
I don't see any Luminian around me. What do you mean?
Have you looked outside the house?
It's a lovely garden. I didn't know that Malek promoted foolish ways to die in his name. Malek is all about planning and patience. Brute strength, mindless strength, does not win a war. Lumenians just won a fight, but the
Have
war
you
is already
seen us
won.
simply apply brutish strength so far?
I haven't seen you do anything so far.
Exactly.
Hmm. So, how would you like me to help you? You told me about the horn. I provided you the information.
We don't quite know your resources. We know you wouldn't like to get yourself too uh, into this mess, and that's understandable.
I have men for that, don't worry.
So, what can you provide?
If I was inclined to, I am the richest, most well connected man in town, especially since the Duke departed for the war. But my generosity does have limits. If I help you, you will. I might help you, but I will not give you the full run of my fortune. I could provide you with a safe house if I was inclined to help you. Staying in the city might be good for learning rumors, but only within those walls can you speak freely. Also, it doesn't hurt that there is a hidden tunnel beneath the mansion that leads to a nondescript hovel at the base of the hill.
And if you were hypothetically interested, I assume you want something from us?
What do you think you have to offer me?
Brandon is just in thought, because I don't know what to respond to that one.
What do you think, Jack? How do you size them?
Sorry?
What do you think about our guests, Jack?
I think they seem competent.
Based on what?
Just their charismatic behavior and their yeah, well, how they treat themselves and how they speak in a manner.
You mentioned how they speak, but this man hasn't spoken at all. He just eats and charles all day. And he looks at Cinco.
I believe his face deep in food.
Yeah, I'm not the best one to speak at any circumstances. I'm just idiot.
But I want to hear your friend. Most of the times, truth comes out of the mouths of idiots.
I just look at Sandon.
Brandon looks at you, going, "Fuck you want?"
I'm thinking of what can we actually provide him.
So, my friend, what can you provide me? If I scratch your back, how will you scratch my back?
And he's talking directly to Shingo now.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have anything important work that needs to be done outside of Luminian Eyes, around the city or further outside the city? You have been staying here for so long, according to your beliefs, but no one has ever bothered you? How's that so?
Exactly because I have lived here so long, I have formulated a great web of information. You see those men around us? All orphans,
Yeah?
raised on my orphanage. They are completely loyal to me. That's why I can discuss anything I want in front of them. They have all been tested, and their loyalty is absolute. And they are not the only ones. Well, that's another thing I can provide you at this point. Unless you are caught red-handed, doing something heinous for the Luminians, I can grant you almost total legal immunity within the confines of the city. If I just say that you were with me, that will remove any suspicion of your involvement in a crime.
Have you ever heard tales of the family of Feklador?
Oh no, please, enlighten me.
Well, it is it's an ancient dwarven heritage. They they usually held out in the mountains to the north. Had this big, great strongholds filled with riches and knowledge like you wouldn't believe. It just so happened that we recently ran into a descendant of the family, and he is intent on returning back to said stronghold and return us to his former glory. Now I am quite certain that we would be able to facilitate kind of friendship or even trade routes with these for you, which would be potentially very beneficial for both parties involved.
Hmm. That is an interesting proposition. The Dwarfen range is populated by dwarves that almost hate the House Darren as much as I do. Ah.
No, you wouldn't begin to imagine their hatred.
And can you produce the dwarf here?
Well, currently this wouldn't exactly be possible as he's currently on a trip, a voyage up there to reclaim the fortress. Since you haven't heard the tales, I can give you the basic rundown. Essentially, essentially the fortress was lost in a great battle, and it was sealed off. And the only way to well to open it up and return it to its glory is to was to bring back a medallion, a family heirloom, which is essentially the key
Hmm.
to this fortress. And it just so happens that we were capable of acquiring said medallion for the descendants, making it possible for him to return. So we are in very good favor with the man.
That is very interesting.
And I'm certain with a fortress in need of being restarted, as you could say, that he should be very inclined to make very good trade deals with you.
Oh, time to roll a 44.
What's this?
What the hell?
Is this for all of us?
Yes, Lorek rolls with advantage. Cinco rolls with disadvantage.
Mm. I mean, I already roll with disadvantage automatically.
This looks really cool.
Did it roll with advantage? I don't think.
Yeah,
it did.
yeah, 30.
No, it only rolled
No,
one.
that's a straight roll.
Hang on. Alright.
You have given me much to consider. Xander, roll again. Because you had some
Why?
good points. Just roll another persuasion. Now that's what I'm talking about. Let me retake the average.
I love the DM pity points.
No, you made some good points. Well then, he says. You came to me as beggars, the last remnants of a forbidden faith. You promised me much. Of that I have no doubt. But all that I'm likely to earn for helping you is the Inquisitor's Spire. I love it. Let's do it. It might be the old age, but I will take pity on you. You are most likely also going to die if I don't help you. And we are so few and spread out, which would be a waste.
And then nods.
Well, my friends, then. I don't know much about that place. I only know that the sons of the rot must never return. But if my good friend Jonathan is what I assume he is right now, he's the only one capable of bringing Malek back. His hatred for Lumen must eclipse my own. And if there is something I trust, it's hate. Where do you want to stay? What are your next steps?
We're gearing up for an expedition there as soon as possible.
Do you have any clues towards where to go? Or you are just going to
Not
start
much.
searching around?
Not much more than what you have provided. We've only just arrived.
I'm assuming that you could spare someone who's particularly familiar with the forest. As such, that in the best interest of both parties, that we would avoid the most
I'm not risking any.
Obviously dangerous locations.
I'm not risking any of my boys for this errand. I won't fight your battles for you.
I'm not telling you to fight our battles. I'm telling you that it would probably be in the best interest that we would at least be getting some kind of guidance as to the direction.
For the forest? I mean, just go in the forest and start looking around. Joren was a man that knew the houses around here. He knew the forests around here. And apparently that didn't serve him well. Hmm. Let me inquire though. I will see if I can find someone that can guide you. The problem is that we don't have an end goal. A day's ride from here is a lot of miles of unwelcome terrain. If you can narrow it down, I might be able to actually provide someone. Or convince someone to help you.
Do you have any ideas where we could find such information?
On where the stuff is?
Yeah.
It has been stricken from every record. Joren was here about 2 to 3 months since I last saw him.
Did he say which direction he was going towards?
Only he reported that he found it within 1 day's travel, and he didn't report it to me. Let's say I overheard it. He left with his men and never came back. That was 1 month ago. And he seemed to know what he was doing.
And you said before that it's 1 day's ride to the southeast?
Somewhere around there, that's what my men gathered from where he was going.
So I'm going to assume that a resourceful man such as yourself would well, after they've been missing for so long, would clean up the area where they held out. Potentially, if they left anything.
I have no idea where he lived during that stay. He kept changing inns. He was convinced that someone was following him. At least that's what seemed like to the men that followed him.
Well, he didn't go alone into the forest.
No, he had his men, those wild men from the north.
And I'm assuming they were staying somewhere.
I would assume the same. But you know how those dogs are. They might have even slept in the street.
Right.
We ought to do some research then.
Please do. I will inquire around town, and I know of some people that I would like you to introduce you to. That might have some unique opportunities to forward our goals.
Who is it?
And they are?
Can you give us any information on who this is?
The one that comes to my mind, that would definitely love to meet you, is Sir Bonder, Sir Hagan Border, leader of the Biggers. He is ambitious and has been aching to take advantage of the Duke's absence to make some personal wealth. Unfortunately, our Lord Commander, Sir Wulf Darren, has made it impossible so far. I'm sure he would love to make your acquaintance. But be warned, his loyalty is to money. This is why we have such a great relationship.
Standen nods. Money tends to be quite the driving factor.
Indeed it is, my friend.
Anyone else that you'd like to introduce us to?
None that I would like to disclose right now. I would like first to discuss it with some of them to see their intentions to a regime change here around these parts.
Sandon nods.
So have you gathered like
Oh, he speaks.
apart from
You almost scared me, my friend.
apart from the people you raise in your orphans, do you have any more connections that share the same beliefs as we do that could possibly be helpful to our cause?
None that you see, none that you do not see within this room.
That's unfortunate.
I would say that's very fortunate. On the other side, not many mouths to shut up if they become loose.
Well, if you put it that way.
The rest can easily be controlled by the promises of power and money. Money apparently transcends every belief. Let me, however, inquire to see if I can find out where he stayed last. He summons one of his guards to him and whispers to his ear. The guard departs. Do you know Sir Haggard, Jack? Have you ever met him?
No, I don't think so.
Lucky you, he says. He is the head of the Beakers, the watchmen down south.
Doesn't ring a bell.
So you don't go down south. I mean, who would? I understand you. There is a lighthouse that guides the ships into the port, he says to the rest of you. The keeper and guardian of the beacon is actually a position claimed by the father to the son. It's a hereditary title. The current holder of the beacon is Sir Haggard Bonder, and his watchmen are his private army. The Duke used to keep him in check, but with his garrison gone, he is a little bit more active. I'm sure you can use.
Lovely man.
Yeah, I'm sure you can use his ambition and ruthlessness. I'm sure we can recruit him into this personal circle.
With limited information given, I assume.
Of course, he's not a worshipper of Malek, but he is extremely corruptible.
Money's everything to some people, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer it as a means to an end, but you can see how this could be useful.
I completely agree with you. A man comes in with a hood. He whispers into the Baron's ear, and he departs. Jorgen seems to have stayed on. Have I given you a name where you were staying on the good inn?
I don't really know.
I can't find them on my notes.
I don't remember anything about any inn's name.
I mean, if you remember, that would actually be very worried.
I don't have it on my note.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember a name being said. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't remember the name either way.
I just Lion's Rest.
On Lion's Rest.
Daily WoW reference.
He stayed there last time 3 weeks ago.
And can you describe Jorgen?
Okay. He had pointy ears,
Oh.
white hair,
Insightful.
white long hair, 2 eyes, Both of them were blue.
Oh, so he's a dwarf. Understandable. We can
Brandon
leave
just
him like that.
looks at Shinko. You should eat some more.
Aha. You know what? Maybe some pictures would be better for the more challenged parts of your group. And he creates a minor illusion of the image of Jorgen. This is how I met him.
Much appreciated.
Is it okay with you, my friend? He looks at Cinco. Do you understand how he looks? He's
Yes.
not actually 3 inches. He was a big man.
Yes.
He wasn't as tall as the glass. He was a human-sized. Okay? Jack, nod him.
Insulting.
I think he doesn't understand.
He's a little bit insulting to our more vertically challenged friend, but I understand.
Good.
What are you on about, Shinko? Actually,
mean-
we'll take that later.
I mean, I said about a dwarf, and he said he's not like a glass tall, and we have a dwarf.
He's referring to the minor illusion he made as tall as the glass.
True. I have never seen a minor illusion before. Probably that's about correct.
I believe it.
I believe it, he says. Okay, now
I hate that I had to talk like I did this fucking time, Toma. I have 8 charisma. I'm supposed to be a break.
Well then, if that is all, please tell my servants if you would like a room in my manor. I can arrange for you to stay here. And some of my personal guard can show you the path outside the city, if you want, to not be seen.
That sounds helpful. Thank you very much.
He claps his hands and servants come in. Prepare 4 rooms.
How far would this manor be from my own house, Tama?
It's about 15 minutes. I mean, the town is not that big, and you live in a pretty decent neighborhood. Not that good, but decent by medieval standards.
How
Then I
Um,
will.
How
Then we'll
far
just
away
go.
was this place from your manor, did you say?
How long is this manor from the Lion's Rest? How far?
About 45 minutes.
Oh yeah, pop quiz for the WoW nerds. aka everyone but Lula, sorry.
No, don't worry.
What is the Lion's Rest in WoW? You all should know this.
I fucking hate that place.
It is not
Okay.
Goldshire.
No, it's not.
At least tell me what it is before I Google.
It is.
It's a grave.
Yeah,
Where
Oh,
our
okay.
great king has been.
Varian.
Yes.
The last great man in Alliance.
Hey. He
What do you
died like
mean?
he should have.
Nothing wrong with Anduin, man.
Yeah, Justin Bieber. Actually, right now, Anduin can play Arrow in the series. If anyone could play right now, Anduin would be Stephen Amell. They are exactly the same.
I'd say though that Andon's gotten better. He used to be much worse of a character.
Oh yeah, definitely. Staying in hell in Shadowlands for all those years made him better.
Holy shit, he looks so much like.
Like Stephen Amell, like the Arrow. He looks
Yeah.
exactly like him.
1 second, go back.
It's crazy how close they look right now.
Maybe they used his face for the.
Yeah, ChatGPT, they placed one pic of Amell, create an Anduin version. I can actually believe this with Blizzard. Right now. You have failed this alliance. You have failed
Also,
Azeroth.
Why is it raining inside of his mansion?
Don't worry about that, he says. Just something from the top floor. It's where my jacuzzi is.
It's like Hogwarts or something.
He says it's not rain.
What is it then?
I wouldn't lick it. Just let it fall on the background.
I come back and the first thing I hear is I wouldn't lick it.
Yeah, Monkey noticed the backdrops of the rain on the background, and I said it's not rain.
Oh. Oh.
It's from his
Why are you-
jacuzzi.
Why are you like this, Tama?
I don't know. Many have asked that question.
Yeah. I don't blame them.
So the Baron says, it is late. I would like to go back to my jacuzzi, if possible. I have other duties to attend to.
Sounds like it.
The Windrunner sisters are waiting for me upstairs.
Thank you so much for your hospitality.
Hold up, wait a minute. Who?
Who?
All of them?
The Who sisters?
Nah, don't worry about that, he says to you.
I didn't hear.
I will tell you later, he says.
Windrunner
Ma-
sisters.
Oh,
I didn't know he was a necrophiliac, but sure, Tama.
They are still alive in this version.
Not all of them are dead.
Yeah?
I mean, only one is, actually.
Yeah? So? Oh, sorry, the Void Abomination is so much better.
She's not abomination. She's fine.
If you require anything else, my friends, do not hesitate to talk to me.
It should be fine. For now. Good night, Baron.
Good night. I trust you will find your way out, or to your rooms. I have notified the staff to give you free reign.
Thank
And
you.
then nods.
I'm going to my own house. Because there are some reasons.
So you see Baron living
Okay, Jack.
and Jack living. What
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
I'll ask a guard to show us to where we could stay.
They lead you to 4 rooms, one next to another. 2 on one side of the wall, 2 on the other side. They are Lucius rooms with clean bedsheets. Each one has its own private bathroom. And on the wardrobe there are clothes, fresh clothes if you want to wear. Your weapons are found on each of one of your rooms, placed on the desk. Zanden's
Oh,
desk is
perfect.
almost going to crumble from the weight.
I've been missing all of you.
And I check it on my desk and there is nothing, apparently.
It's another food, bowl of food.
Yeah, I have no weapons either way.
The integrity of how is the integrity of our weapons? They are the same. They are, how we left them.
Yeah? Why wouldn't they be?
Just asking.
Maybe he used it to clean something. I don't know.
Yeah, he used the glaive to unclog a toilet.
Yes. It makes sense. I would do the same.
What do you mean it makes sense?
What would you do? You would do the same? I shall remember this. You would use my glaive.
I
to
wish
clean
I
the
could
toilet?
forget this.
Okay, when I go to the toilet, don't give me your glaive, and we are fine.
I normally bring a glaive with me to the bathroom.
Yes, exactly. And we are totally going to the bathroom.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
No, I'm only asking because he was not sure if he would help us, so he might have sabotaged them somehow. Could be stupid, but
Don't worry, Ritsuki. I'm sure he has not unclogged the toilet with your glaive.
can unsee that. So is there anything around the room that seems suspicious a bit?
Besides
Can I
how good it is,
investigate or
it's
okay?
the only difference is how good it is compared to the room you bought on the inn, on the Lion's Rest Inn.
Dalton doesn't even check for traps. He's just like, perfect, my room.
And will you do anything else for the rest of the day?
Is it 9 o'clock? Like
It is indeed 9 o'clock.
Rechiki would actually like to take a walk outside.
Cinco?
No, trance time.
Okay, so you will rest. Lorek?
What kind of reading material is there in the room?
What kind of reading material do you want to find? Are you looking for?
A convenient information to find the staff of what's his name.
You look around the magazines, but you don't find that information. The on-
Worth a try.
Magazines.
What?
The notebooks in here?
Notebooks? You can find some general books about the story of the place, the old King's dynasty, and the Darren dynasty. And the
Or
Lumen
a
Bible.
Playboy magazine.
And the Bible of Lumen.
Oh,
I guess Laura will try and find the library then.
Okay, within the manor.
Yeah.
You find the library, but it's locked.
Sure,
At least you think it's locked. Oh, you think it's the library. It's two big double doors. Yeah, there is a servant next to it, yes. Moving around the house.
I'll ask him if this is library and if he could potentially unlock it.
This is the... Yes, this is the Baron's library. That's his study. I'm afraid that only he is allowed to enter here. You are our welcome guests, but I'm not sure I can't speak. But I'm sure if you ask him, you might get some... You might... I can't... You must ask him for entrance.
Alright.
Had a brain fuck.
a few rooms down. Take your time, buddy.
Are you going to look for the Baron?
No, I don't think that's gonna be fruitful at this point.
So are you going to go back to your room, or do you want to do something else? You see in the corridor Retsuki moving out of your room.
She's probably just looking for the toilet. Laura will go back to his room and try and consume one of the very boring books in there.
You open the Lumen Bible. It's literally torn.
Yeah.
The pages are torn, there are caricatures on the images.
He would not pick up the Luma Bible.
Okay, you pick up the Playdorf.
No. I hate that implication, Dama.
And you spend a pleasant night. And Zanden?
Does Ritsuki tell us that she's gonna go out and look around?
I don't think so. From what I can gather. I didn't hear her knocking your doors.
I would tell them. Like I would, yeah. So before I left, I just would tell them that I would just go take a look around the mansion, just a casual stroll.
You open Sinko's door, you see him meditating, so you just close it. You open Zanden's door. He's actually responsive.
I'll tag along if I may.
Yeah, sure.
It was boring. It was
Lore,
books.
Lore. Maybe you want to give some of them to Lorik. Maybe he'll find them interesting. I don't know. So, can we move out of the mansion?
Of course. The guards look at you, but since you have been whitelisted, they just let you go without anything, without any word.
All right. Did we buy a map of the town last time, or not? Or do we have like a loose something to orientate us? Let's say.
I hear you. They don't usually sell maps for the towns.
Okay.
But where do you want to go?
To the Lion's Nest.
The inn you bought a room before. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You can go there. You remember how you went there.
Okay.
It is a known location, and I'm definitely not drawing a map right now.
So.
While walking.
Give Volmer his book. The fourth book of occult philosophy and hermeticism.
Yep. Go on. I'll wait for you.
I think he'll love this. Here you go, Volmer. Oh, you're reading that.
What is this?
Oh, this? The fourth book of occult philosophy and hermeticism.
Oh, finally. Look, this one.
It had very nice pictures. Hey, bye. Sorry, Ritsuki.
So, as we... Sorry for asking about the map. As we move towards the Lion's Nest, do we notice any guards following us, or...
Besides the town militia walking around in pairs, doing some light patrolling, the neighborhood guards do not extend. You haven't seen any neighborhood guard anywhere else besides Caliver's Green.
Alright.
And the ones at the entrance, actually, are differently colored than the ones in the manor. It's as if there is a neighborhood watch, and the Baron's watch are different from them. But the concierge says, the Baron notified me of your status as a guest. You may go and live as you want. We will not be confiscating your weapons.
Thank you.
Around 15 minutes. Around 15
okay.
minutes you are walking. Minutes,
not hours. Right?
You notice a small one-bedroom, one-floor house on your street. Inside is Victor.
Victor? Who's Victor?
Inside is Victor. Is Jack watering his flowers with a weird green liquid.
That doesn't look like water.
Definitely not. So, actually, I'd like to walk up to... Wait, he's outside his house, right?
Yes.
He's watering. Okay. Yeah, so I'd like to walk up to Jack and ask if he'd like to join us to the Lion's Nest.
What are you gonna do at the Lion's Nest exactly?
Yeah, just have a drink,
Take a look around.
Casual stuff.
I was actually thinking about making some concoctions tonight, but I think one drink can't harm anything.
So you're a bit of an alchemist.
I do some experimenting every now and then.
What is that green liquid that you use on your plants?
Don't worry about it.
Can I identify it? Because I am an alchemist.
You may definitely try.
I'm just a retarded one. What do you want me to roll?
Jack, what do you want him to roll?
Oh, would that be something like investigation or something?
Investigation is to touch it.
I have alchemist supplies, if you want me to roll with those.
Roll with those.
I'm just not particularly good with them.
Jack, what is in the green liquid that you are giving to your flowers?
Just some added mulch to the water. Nothing to worry about. It makes my plants grow even faster.
You might want to look over the ratio, but otherwise, I like the idea. Great thinking.
Are you using the same on your masters? I'm not there, but you hear the voice.
Dinko, please stop force projecting.
As you are putting down the watering can, Jack, the flowers say, "Thank you, Daddy."
Redchuck is startled at that.
I give my flowers a smooch.
They do a smooch back.
I don't want to know, to be honest.
These are special flowers, guys. Don't worry about it.
I couldn't tell.
30 minutes after
Now,
that,
where's the talk? I do need a drink now, so
Yeah.
let's go.
You're welcome to tag along, Jack. We didn't get to talk too much with you before.
Yeah, I will come along.
Wonderful.
and you reach the inn. The night outside is dark. Few people are outside in the streets. There is a light fog, which is usual in a port town at a time like this, around winter.
So, there a free table we can sit down?
There is a free
or
table.
we
There
go-
are men drinking. There are men eating. Some are already drunk. There is
Women
nothing
not
too
allowed.
wild within the inn.
Apparently.
What?
Women not allowed, apparently men everywhere.
What?
Is that what you said?
Men, and not. Is there no women? Is there only men?
There are some women that are serving drinks, yes.
Oh wow, thanks.
Great.
The Ritsuki excitement. Here to say, buddy.
All right, so I guess we wave on a waitress and order our drinks before we continue talking.
Yeah. Hey guys, what can I do you for? Says a waitress with a dark red hair and a tired look on her face.
What can you offer us to drink?
We have amber ale, fire ale, some rum, brandy,
I'll
tap
have
beer,
I'll have some rum.
rum for the lady.
Brandy for me.
Oh,
You have anything non-alcoholic?
yes. Water, orange
do.
juice, and milk. Fresh
Water,
from a
please.
goat.
Nothing. I would rather die than drink orange juice.
Understandable. I'm not. I never touch the stuff.
Sandon just nods.
And then she goes and brings you your drinks.
In the inn, are there any, as we look around, is there anyone that like piques our interest? Like, I wanna overhear conversation.
Perception.
Like any conversations. that
Zanden,
might
what do
be-
you want to do? While drinking your water.
I mean, probably just talk with Jack.
Oh, what-
Alright.
Because I don't know shit about him. So you
Oh, what
live
do
in
you
that
want?
little shack?
Yeah,
House?
it's my home. So I live for a while now. Work for an apothecary here in the city.
You dress very flamboyant.
It's dressed to impress, right?
I like your thinking. I also realized that Sandon is currently sitting in a suit. Maybe I shouldn't talk.
You look quite flamboyant yourself as well.
Oh, trust me, this is only because I have to.
How do you normally dress then?
In armor.
Ah, Yeah, armor doesn't really work out for me. I don't like the feeling of heavy shit on my body.
I both envy you and also not. To me, it just feels like home at this point, so to say.
So where are you from? You're not from around there.
Oh no, not at all. Other side of the country is probably the best way to describe it.
How's it living there? Like around that part of the country?
It's about equally shit as here, probably. You been here your whole life, you say?
More or less.
Is it all only in the city, or have you been venturing around it as well?
Oh, I've been to that college of Nessus.
But that was in the city, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's it. Not really much around.
So
Yeah,
you
just
went.
enjoying my life here.
The furthest you went from your house is there.
Yeah.
Yikes! You need to get out more, buddy. That is bad.
I'm more of a shut-in kind of guy. Just happy with my plans here, you know.
What is your plans?
No, watering the plants and making some brews. And from time to time, I wake up with a huge headache, and I don't know what happened, but.
The waiter is approaching you. Gentlemen, would you like a room for tonight?
No, thanks. I'm fine.
We already have one.
Oh, okay then. And she
Just
leaves.
a brandy. That's fine.
Do you want more brandy?
Oh, I never knew the first one already got served.
You already emptied it.
Second brandy is fine for me.
I'll have another rum.
Certainly. She brings them.
So we've been here for 5 minutes. What do you mean you're done with your first round?
Just gulped it down.
More water for the gentleman also?
Xander looks at his untouched glass. No, I'll be fine.
I understand, it's a very heavy stuff.
Xander looks insulted.
She looks insulted. She narrows her eyes and looks at you.
I'll
just
help you bring
mumbles.
his.
I'm still charging you, she says.
Yeah. I'm still a paying customer.
Understandable.
Is
So
she
is
just
the-
standing there now?
No,
Sorry.
she has left.
Okay, is the innkeeper there, like on the bar?
He is.
I'll take my drink and go talk to him.
He's a stout man, tall, with a red beard. Oh, what can I do for you, lass? We don't see many of your kind here.
Many women?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask actually. Yeah, I don't see any ladies here.
No, I meant... Never mind. What would you like? What can I help you with?
Well, I was looking for my friend. I think I just missed him by a few days. He was an elf, tall lad, kind of long white hair.
You just
remember?
explained 5 elves that I know of.
He was staying at your inn.
You just explained 4 elves that I know of.
And are all 4 of them right here, right now?
3 of them are. The other one will come later. He's a night's watchman. But how could you miss
Alright.
him? All of them are here. What do you mean you missed them by a few days?
Bama.
Hmm?
I need to go now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, should we stop? Yeah.
Like, you guys are fine to continue for another hour if you want. It's just role playing, anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
mean, we-
I do need to go like now.
Yeah. Go.
Bye, fellas. See you next week. I'm
Later.
sorry for having
Bye.
you early.
Yeah. Don't worry. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
No, what I mean is I was supposed to meet my friend a couple of days ago. But I think I missed him. He did mention in one of his letters that he would be staying this inn.
A couple of days ago.
Actually, now that I think about it, sorry, it might be longer than that. Might have been about a month.
Ah, I know who that is. It's that deadbeat elf. In a couple of days, I'm just going to go in there and empty the room. You say he's his friend.
So, what room is he in, if I may ask? Because I can help you clean it out now. I can just go in there and get his deadbeat ass.
No. Everything that is in there will belong to me if he's not here soon. Unless you want to pay for the room.
Ah, he already owes me, but how much would that be?
3 weeks. 7.5. Let's say 150.
I'm still wearing the dress, aren't I?
What dress?
The dress from the mansion.
Did you buy fine clothes?
Wait. Yeah, didn't we say it last time that we
I
went
don't remember.
in?
If you say so, yeah, you did.
Well, it was Zanden's idea, and then I didn't do it at first, but I asked you if I can do it later because I liked the idea.
Okay.
And Richard bought the
You
dress.
have fine clothes in your inventory, so that's acceptable.
So, I mean, he's been there for 3 weeks. I mean, can you, if I pay up front now, can we do something better in the price, maybe?
Roll a persuasion.
Of course.
No,
I do.
he has been I'm already giving you a decent price because I like the way you dress. And your friend there is very polite. He points at Jack. He gave me a dish soap and it cleans the blades better than anything I have before. I can't even see some of them anymore.
Oh, he did now. Okay.
Yes, that's why you get the local discount.
So while he talks, is there a ledger that is on the counter?
No,
So he doesn't write what room he gives to what
no,
person?
he just hands the keys over.
Okay, so there must be somewhere that he hangs his keys.
Yes, behind him.
Is it behind? Okay, what keys are missing? Can I see?
The 4 out of 5 keys are missing. There are like 20 keys, 15 are missing. You have one of those keys, so 14 unknown keys.
Okay, so is it 150 that he wants?
Yes.
Mm.
Zan then excuses himself, Jack, while he's going back to the mansion to take a rest. He has a feeling it's going to be an eventful day soon.
Yeah, that's fine. Good night.
Good night. He drinks his water and leaves.
So I have the money, right? Yeah. So I'll just tell him I've got. Yeah, I'll just give him the money.
Mm-hmm.
And what room was it?
Room 11.
As I leave, I murmur that he owes me his. That I own his ass now. Crying out loud. And I go back to Jack. Jack. Yes.
You do?
Hello?
Yes. So yeah. So I go back to Jack. Start conversation. Just casual conversation. Give me a moment.
I removed the money, don't worry.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, great. So I ask, you've been here your whole life.
Yeah, more or less.
Do you have any family here in the city, or were you were you raised in the orphanage, if I may ask?
No, I was raised by my family, but I'm the only one left now.
What happened to them? Sorry to hear
Uh,
that.
I don't want to talk about it. It has been horrible.
Painful memories, eh?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
so, what was his name? What was the? Wait. So the guy that we met, what was his name?
Baron Solus Markov.
The Baron Solus. Okay. So how did you come to meet Baron Solus?
Well, he was a friend of the college as well, and that's why he stayed in contact with me. Not a lot, but because I was also a member of the college, he decided to help me out with some stuff. And just before the dinner, I got called over by him to help someone out with my apothecary skills as well. So
Apothecary skills are always useful. So do you know how to make potions and stuff?
yeah, I would say so.
Very useful.
I think I'm
So
proficient in that kind of stuff.
As it gets
very interesting.
as the hours pass, it's near midnight. People are starting to leave the inn to go back to their homes to sleep.
Yeah, Retsuki is tired as well. So I said, should we head back now?
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
been a quite a long day.
I'll go
So as
towards my own house then.
Yeah,
it's on the way, right? It's on
Yeah.
the way to the mansion. Okay. So on our way, do we see the Baron's orphanage anywhere?
you don't even know how it looks like or where it is.
So I asked Jack, I'd like to visit Baron's orphanage tomorrow. Can you point me to the right direction, or is it nearby?
I assume I know the
Yeah,
right
yeah.
route. I point towards a direction where the orphanage is. It's that way.
All right, thank you very much. And
No problem.
Retsuki will go towards the mansion and go to her room.
And you all sleep. And the day passes. A new day dawns.
So, do we get up and assume that breakfast is served? Are
You
we
can
not there yet?
you can certainly assume so.
Before breakfast, can I search the room for any... Like, but I want to actually search the room for any, like, like hidden doors or anything like that. Any traps laid.
Do an investigation. Volmer, you're awake. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna assume there's breakfast somewhere.
There is breakfast.
And that's exactly what Lorg is doing.
Understandable. Kisadora is also sitting with the Baron at the breakfast table. Jack, you have also been invited back, escorted by the guards.
Cool.
Retsuki, you do not you move around stuff, you move around furniture, but you hit the floorboards. but you can't find anything besides the curious face of a servant that just looks at you as he opens the door.
Why would he open the door?
Dinner is served, my lady.
So he could knock the door, not open it.
I heard noises inside. I thought you needed help.
Did you hear me asking for help?
My apologies.
Where's breakfast?
In the dinner, in the diner area.
Retsuki, so she was on the floor, right? So as she tries to rise, she falls down again, and then she rises properly.
The servant just closes the door.
Okay.
Just come when you are ready.
Yep, I'm there.
As you exit your room, Cinco, you also notice a servant who tells you, don't disturb the lady, she's having some balancing issues.
It's her normal behavior, don't worry about that too much.
Understandable.
Do I hear that?
No, that's outside the door. But the dinner is served, my dear guest.
Dinner? Okay, let's go.
The breakfast.
So yeah, Lorek, Cinco, did you guys have a good night? Did you rest? Did you sleep?
Sleep? No. Rest? Yes.
Yes. It's a very interesting book that you brought me.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
glad, he says. Xander
I-
says.
I heard I saw there were some interesting books there that you might found joyful.
You're talking to Lorek, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, what books would this be?
I don't know, it was one with a drawing of a dwarf. This is all I saw before I went back to my meditation.
So it's a picture book.
Apparently.
I think that's more your speed, to be honest.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, maybe.
The Baron
should
says,
come.
if you like picture books, I can provide you some. We hand them over at the orphanage to train kids to color within the lines.
I'm not that skillful, I'm sorry.
But you have to learn at some point. It is my duty to teach you how to color within the lines.
I'm fine, I'm more of the religious stuff. We don't draw there.
And what do you do?
Cleaning up the mess that others do.
I'm not sure you know what religion stuff is, to be honest. But I like your spirit. And I'm not questioning crazy people.
Understandable.
So, did you have a productive night since yesterday? We did, my Baron, says Kisadora. Our other acquaintances are arriving soon. And we should go meet them. Wonderful, says the
Fuck.
Baron. More of the Cardinal's servants. Well then, you know my doors are always open for you, my lady, and dear guests. Well then, Kisadora says, standing up. If you are done eating, you are done eating. Let's go meet Lysandra.
All right.
And I think that's a good stopping point for now. Unless you want to continue.
Alright. No, I think that's fine.
Perfect.